What's going on, Internet? Your friendly neighborhood gaming machine here, and today I'm going to be reviewing some rarities of mine. Now, this was a request from subscriber Zachary Danger, and also he is one of my closest friends, and he was like, you know what, man, you should talk about some of the rare items that you own. And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. So this will be, I guess you could say, a mini segment that I'll do from time to time, and I won't be reviewing everything I own in one video. That would just like spoil the surprises that I have. So today I got a few items with me that I've had for a very long time, and I'm going to review them for you. So everybody tends to remember PBS, mostly for its children's programs, such as Sesame Street and just different types of just random, you know, children's programs. But there was one program that I grew up with, and some people will remember this, and that was Wishbone the Talking Dog. Wishbone was basically a Jack Russell Terrier that read books and had a vivid imagination, and yes, the dog talked. And did you know that there was actually PC games that came out for Wishbone? Well, I, however, have both of these games, and I'm going to talk about these. The first one is Wishbone and the Amazing Odyssey. This is a CD-ROM based game, ages 8 and up. That is the legit game right there. Usually what I tend to do is, if I ever want to play this game, it's actually very possible. Because of the simple fact that I have used emulators in the past for consoles, there actually is an emulator that is called a virtual machine, where you can actually trick your computer into thinking that it is a Windows 95 or Windows 98, depending on the image file that you own. And that's how I'm able to play this game if I ever want to play it again for my channel. I've actually played this before in the past on my previous channels, and it was a blast. This in particular is a point-and-click game, and I'd say that it is rare because nobody tends to remember this game. But the second Wishbone game that I own actually is considered rare. And when I say rare, I mean this thing has not left its box since I have owned it. And this is the Wishbone Activity Zone. Now, Wishbone Activity Zone is a game that no one on YouTube has ever really talked about. And when I mean never talked about, I mean it. Never ever talked about. You can literally type in Wishbone Activity Zone on YouTube and there is no talk about it. So here's the thing about the Wishbone Activity Zone. There's different types of games on there. Some of them are mostly just puzzle games, action games, and just different things like that. Like, for example, there's, if you look carefully, there's the Monster Factory right there. The Plot and Twists game there. There's something where you're playing as Robin Hood and everything like there. Then there's the Tom Sawyer ride. The Monster Maze is actually my favorite. I like the Monster Maze. And then there's the props. Now, the weird thing about it is that this is one of the most underrated games ever, and it is so much fun. It is literally fun. I would play this for my channel, but the thing is, it's still in its box. It's in its plastic right here. This is a very old game. This came out about between 1995 and 1997, and whew, to still own this thing is a blessing, because you probably can find it on Amazon. It's probably not at a very high price per se, but this is rare to me because no one talks about this game. But I have a few more games I'm going to talk about here that are considered rare. And one of these is Battle Beasts. Now, Battle Beasts came out, oh man, I love this game. And basically, just to show, it's from 7th Level. 7th Level was a company that did some mediocre games, And one of the games that most people tend to remember from 7th level is Arcade America. And that is one of the goofiest games I've ever played, and I'm still trying to find that game. I'm still trying to find the legit game to own it. Now, Battle Beasts is basically, in a nutshell, it's about the military trying to fight off this so-called terrorist that's making, that's trying to conquer the world. And the object of the game is actually kind of funny because you're in a factory and you can pick which battle beast you want to be. Now, me-wise, I like to tend to be either the dog or the rat, but you can be other characters as well. But you start off as like a stuffed animal type of cute little creature, and you're doing a little battle versus thing, right? And you can transform into what's called a battle beast. That's kind of like, it's kind of like Transformers, but it's not Transformers. But it is absolutely insane. It is very insane indeed. And this came out in 1995. And this was for Windows 95, 98. Well, no. This is the original copy. There was a Gen 1 and Gen 2 release of Battle Beasts where it was for Windows 95 and 98. I just noticed that I have the Gen 1 copy, which is actually really good. The Gen 1 copy is the only copy that you can play it on Windows 3.1 and Windows 95. So this even has the little product information book there. This is literally the whole game. It works and everything. And I found this at a pawn shop. Can you believe it? Now, like I said, it's a good game because you're fighting head to head against either your friends or the computer. And I've actually never finished this game. I've never finished the game because the final boss is absolutely durable beyond belief, and I plan on one day replaying this game and beating it once and for all. But I just thought I'd show off Battle Beasts right here. And by the way, this is gonna be unedited, this video, so you know I'll be rambling, but this is the idea for this segment. Now, next game, I've played this on my PlayStation emulator. I cannot find the PlayStation version of this game, but I own the PC version. And that is the original Men in Black game, as you can see right here. And just to show that this is legit, there's the disc right there. Now, the thing about Men in Black for the PlayStation, it has graphics that are very similar to that of Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut for the PlayStation. And there is some differences between the PC version and the PlayStation version simply because you can actually save your game like an actual game in the PlayStation version. Now, the reason why I say that the PlayStation version is rare is simply because it's a PAL game. It only basically technically came out in Europe. And I can't find it anywhere in America. I once in my life as a kid owned this game for the PlayStation and it got stolen, and I feel so bad now that it got stolen because it's worth a lot now. You can't even find this thing on Amazon. You could probably find it on eBay, but I wouldn't really take my chances on that because it's 50-50 chance that it's gonna be either the legit game or even a working version. Now, like I said, I own the PC version. PC version is good enough. I like the PC version. However, the PlayStation version has some extra stuff in it. But the PlayStation version doesn't have a cheats menu. The PC version does. And the PC version, they don't talk about some of the cheats that you can use for the PC version. One of them in particular, which is one of my favorite cheats, is called the Mr. X cheat. Agent X cheat, sorry, where basically you can type in a specific code. I don't know it by hand because I haven't played this for a good while for the PC version, but if you type in the code, you'll play as a fourth agent. Now, to people that don't know Men in Black, you can play as 3 different agents. You can play as Agent J, Agent K, and Agent L. Why Agent L? I don't fucking know. But in the cheats menu, you can activate a cheat and play as who's called Agent X. Now, Agent X fights like Agent J, but has one-liners of Agent K. However, if you take the shades off of Agent X, he looks like Mulder from the X-Files. Wow. And when I was a kid and I played this on the PC version and I found out about this cheat, I kept wondering, could the X-Files be in the same universe as Men in Black? I always wondered that, and I still do to this day. I still freaking wonder if it's the same damn universe. Now, it could have just been like just a little Easter egg cheat just to put in there and just be like, hey, you know, you can play as Mulder in Men in Black. Yeah, that's freaking prodigious. But yeah, do I recommend this game? Yeah, I recommend this game for people to play. However, it does have clunky, like, controls, as in the fighting styles, and it can get a little... Well, no, I can't say a little. It can get very, very confusing and very, very hard at times. But I have actually done a playthrough of the PlayStation version of this game, and I will put a link in the description of my gameplay of this game so people can check it out for themselves. So, enough talking about Men in Black. I'm going to be talking about one more game, and then everyone will just have to wait for the next part of this segment for me to talk about more of my rarities. This is Heads for the PC. Now, yes, it's in a Blu-ray case. Screw you guys. I just want to stick it in a nice case. But this came out for the Windows 95 and 98. Heads is considered a rare game to me because no one talks about it. Now, there is gameplay of it on YouTube. There's not full gameplay of it on YouTube. However, for some reason, every time when I try to play this game on my virtual machine for Windows 95 or my Windows 98, it tends to not want to play for some odd reason. I don't know why, but only when I'm able to successfully get this game running, I will actually do a playthrough of it on my channel. And now the thing about Heads, it was made by Hasbro Interactive, and let me tell you about this game. Basically, it kind of has the feel of a Hunger Games type situation, except it's with aliens. Now, aliens go around different worlds and universes and abduct people. However, they abduct people for their heads and their attributes. Yes, this is getting freaky already, isn't it? Now, how this is like Hunger Games is like you're not the only alien that's in existence. You're playing against other aliens in different environments per se. And, how can I put this? You're given an arsenal, I believe it's of a maximum of 5 heads that you can use. And you're given the defaults, of course. Then you have to fight other people in your environment, and you get both money and you also can retrieve some of their own heads that they own. One of my favorites is the Tommy gun heads thing that you can put on, because he has a rapid fire Tommy gun as his weapon, and plus I like noir type of stuff. I like Chicago stuff like that. I just love the whole gangster, feel of things. Not gangsta, gangster. Pull your dang pants up. But Heads is a very interesting game. Is it a good game? Yeah, nah, it has its flaws. It has its flaws, of course. However, it can be fun. It can be fun because you're going against other aliens, and some of these heads that people have come up with for this freaking game is just either atrocious or funny as hell. Like, there's one head that you can retrieve. It's a very rare one, and you can only get it from one alien in the 2nd level of the game, and it's an Elvis head. Now, you can retrieve the Elvis head later on in the game, but it's like at level 7 or level 8. And once again, it's from a random alien in another part of the environment of level 7 or level 8. But you first run into this alien in level 2. And it's your only time to get it. Now the thing is, the Elvis head, I like it because it has an unlimited range when it comes to throwing records at aliens. But it's a good game. I do recommend people to at least play it once. At least just to play it once. Because it'll show you how some games that came out for the Windows 95 or the Windows 90 or even the Windows 3.1 were ahead of its time. And when I mean ahead of its time, it's a different definition than most people would say these days. Some people will say, oh, it was ahead of its time, people weren't interested in it. Nah, I'm talking about this was like ahead of its time to the point where this should have been on like Windows, you know, Vista or something. You know, this would have been freaking awesome for Windows Vista. Oh my god, there's so many games that came out for Windows 95 and the Windows 98 and the Windows 3.1 that I wish could be used in the Windows Vista. Oh my freaking god. But yeah, enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching this episode here. I guess I'll probably call this, you know, the gaming machine rarities or something like that. This will be an unedited video. I'll put some music in here. I don't know what I'm gonna choose yet, but aside from just putting in some music, this will be an unedited video. You know, there you go. So everyone, thank you so much for watching, and in the comments below, let me know of a rare item that you possibly own and why it means so much to you. So, this is Onyx the Game Machine, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video.